I left Peggy's Cove for Halifax and continued my trip up to Cape Breton Island and Meat Cove, where I camped for 3 nights. I parked at the ferry terminal. There's 2 huge cruise ships here, and I've got a little walk to do to get to a little place that I'm going to. And there's tons of tour buses and all kinds of things here. People coming off the ships, loading up for their tours. I made it to Garrison Brewing, which is at the pier, what they call the pier, where the cruise ships come in. I'm trying to do a better job of photographing where I'm going and what I'm doing. So we're going to have a flight, even though it's 11:15 in the morning. There's nowhere else in Halifax I care to go to. I was going to go across the street to the depot, but I got here first. You can't actually get into the pier to get a closer look at the cruise ships, but you can see them here. And I've seen pictures of cruise ships, but to be here and see 2 of them at the same time, these damn things are huge. One of these days I might be on one of these cruise ships, but I think it would be fun to either come up here to Halifax on a cruise ship and then take the train back to Greensboro, or take the train to Halifax and get on the cruise ship and go from there. So if I ever come here on a train or a cruise ship, the Westin Nova Scotian is the hotel to stay at. It is right by the train depot. Let's go in and check it out. So as fate would have it, I came on the only day when there are no trains arriving or departing. All the doors are locked, all the ticket agencies are closed. The only person I could get information from was the woman at the bus station, who knew every single day and every single hour that every single train came and went. VRL, again, is right here by the pier. That is a Holland America ship. That's about all I wanted to see here today. I just wanted to come in and see the train station, get a feel for the area where it was located. A little bit surprised that this is also where the cruise ships are. All things travel related, I love. Well, we're off to find lunch now, and then we'll wrap it up and get the heck out of Halifax. A little better view of the cruise ships. I'm still amazed, they are huge. I was on my way north or east, whatever direction I'm going, along Nova Scotia here. I was headed toward my next parking spot for the night, and they had this just huge parking area here, huge beachfront. I couldn't pass it up. I had to pull over and take a break. It's only like 3 in the afternoon, so it'll be a while before I need to worry about parking for the night. This is Lawrencetown Beach, Nova Scotia. I've been driving for 3 days without much to show or much to share. I stayed at a couple of breweries overnight that allowed overnight parking in the parking lot. Tonight I'm stopped in Cape Breton National Park. It's been rainy all day long. Couldn't see a damn thing. Totally fogged in. Weather's clearing now. Hopefully tomorrow I'll either head on north and try to find another campground. But tonight I've got electric, water, sewer, so I'll be able to dump, get fresh water, and if it gets cold tonight, I'll have a nice toasty warm night. Then tomorrow will be another day. we'll see what tomorrow brings. So I didn't mention that I've been driving 3 days to get to the Cabot Trail, and as soon as I got here, it was rainy and foggy, and I couldn't see a thing. That was the point I was trying to make. Yesterday I drove a third of the Cabot Trail in pouring rain, and today the weather has cleared. We're getting some sun, so I can finally pull over and see some of the sight. There's a nice beach down there. Alright, this is a pretty spectacular view here. Overrun with tourists at the moment. Okay, this is a nice little stop here. Boardwalk out to the overlook. Got another little short Canadian lighthouse here. They all look the same. The Chowder House is right over there. It opens at noon, so I'm gonna try to have some lunch over there. Waiting for the Chowder House to open. So I'm parked in the parking lot right there, and took some pictures of the lighthouse. And this is the view out across the ocean from the Chowder House. So they open in about 20 minutes. I hope it's worth the wait. And it was worth the wait. I ordered seafood chowder and a lobster roll. The seafood chowder was all lobster and came out in a huge bowl. The lobster roll came with a side. I opted for tomato bisque. I forgot to photograph any of it. I was starving and I ate all of it, and it was wonderful. Yeah, there's either pretty flowers or weeds here. I don't know which. I'm on the way to Meat Cove. The wind is picking up. We got whitecaps out here. Waves crashing on the rocks. And Meat Cove is supposed to be even more spectacular. This is a view from a little overlook on the way to Meat Cove. This is my spot for the night. I think this will do fine. I'm gonna have to walk down to the beach in a few minutes. Check that out. This is the view up top from where I'm camping at. And I was standing outside my van and somebody hollered, "Jimmy!" And I turned around. There's a guy named DJ. I met him in Sussex and then ran into him again in Lunenburg and then ran into him here. So it's getting quite hysterical. We keep running into each other in the same places. From the Meat Cove campground, you can come down the road, across the bridge, across this stream, and over here to a parking area, and we'll walk on down to the beach from there. Meat Cove campground up top, and down here on the beach they have a tremendous collection of rock stacking that's been going on. It looks like a regular castle out here. Let's go check this out. I found a spot on Google Maps that said Dingwall Beach. So I followed it out, and the last quarter of a mile was dirt. A lot of potholes and everything, but wound up out here on this beautiful sandy beach that I imagine during the summertime would be just full of people. Let's have a look at it. There's a breakwater over this way that leads into a harbor, and lots of fishing boats hauled out over there for maintenance, repair, or for the winter. But here's the breakwater, little harbor, and all the fishing boats back there in the village. There's supposed to be a lighthouse up this way somewhere, but I've not seen it. I'll check Google, and we'll see if we can find that next. Well, we found the lighthouse. It's a cute little lighthouse, different from the usual square plank construction. That's all for this trip.